fancy Leon Lisbonta. Yumma, yumma, yumma. Casa de cacao.
Yum.
Missy good.
Yummy! Paladin! Help! Oops! Oh no! Oh, my farmer!
Hello everybody, welcome to another Planet Coaster live stream, and today I'm doing a creator showcase which I haven't done before. So if anything goes wrong, like my name not disappearing here, like it shouldn't be too much of a problem. I'm sure it'll get resolved. But yes, today we're doing a creator showcase and I'm joined by BeyondDrewTV. Hello.
Hello there, everybody. How are we?
I'll just call out some people in the chat. So I assume that you're in the chat. So
I am in the chat.
Exactly. I'm just going to call some people out in case you can't see. We've got Joel, Mysterious Player, Demetrius, Ian Cooper, Tommy T. We've got Movieway Studios, Zekin. We've got Julian Jansen, NTB Gaming, Lawrence Barber. We have Captain J Sparrow, Elizabeth Wingardium, Levicoaster, Megan Eco, Trooper Matthew, Red Mist, and many others. Hello, welcome, welcome. A lot of people are saying hello, Chanté, but I'm seeing all sorts of weird spellings. It's just throwing me off. But yes, hello, welcome to the stream. So, Beyond Drew TV, I'm just going to call you Drew throughout this.
That's what normal people call me, so that works.
So hopefully it's not just one long name every time, but yes,
right.
I'm joined by Drew. who people in the community may know for your Lunarwood and Coal Creek series. I really enjoy your Lunarwood one.
Oh, thank you. We appreciate that.
The volume in the headset voice is too loud. Is that true? Everyone, can you turn down the volume of our guest? Let me have a look. Is it better now? Can you say something?
Yes, I am talking ABC 1, 2, 3.
Well, the problem is we're going to have a delay, so it'll be a while until we
15
know.
seconds.
But yes, I think it should be okay for now. But yes, so I'm really enjoying your Lunarwood, and we're going to show it off later, and I'm really excited to show people what you've been doing. Not that you haven't shown them in your series before, but you know, I'm excited to just show them in the on the stream.
Yeah, maybe someone hasn't seen it before. Introduce them to our style of building.
Yeah, exactly. So let me just go into the game. And one of the things you first told me was that you focus on realism. So why do you focus on realism? What's going on there?
Sure. So I've played theme park creating games since Roller Coaster Tycoon, and basically ever since all of that, I've just kind of always focused and gravitated towards wanting to make parks function as they do in real life. It just kind of interests me a lot more. And especially with Planet Coaster, I was introduced to the Bro Nation, Mass Bandit and Seven and their whole community, and that's all they focus on is basically just realism and making sure, you know, a park functions as real as it can in a simulation game kind of thing. So yeah, I've just really always gravitated towards that kind of building.
Do you ever do a little bit different though? Like just spitballing here, but do you ever go for a sort of like fantasy build, or do you just prefer to stay with realism?
I do. I have been kind of toying around with the idea of doing like more fantasy type builds. And that's kind of what I think we're going to show it later. The Secret Oasis build that I'm doing is kind of a more upscale, budgeted kind of park. So that one I can kind of allocate to myself. But as far as like, I guess you're touching on like doing like floating islands and like dragons and stuff. I appreciate it, but it doesn't appeal to me personally. So whenever I do build something like that's fantasy or anything, it will always be within like the realm of reality.
That's really interesting. Because like personally, I am terrible at building, but I was going to say that I like having just a little bit of like weird mystique in it, just because obviously it is a simulation game, and a lot of people do prefer to simulate real life because it's easy to play off, you know, like things that you like see, you know, like when people go to theme parks and they make things, you know, inspired by, say, Disney World or anything like that. But yeah, it's interesting to hear that like, a lot of our people, our creators, like focusing on realism.
Sure.
And I like seeing what people can do with it because, as I said, I'm absolutely awful at building.
It's a different way to kind of build and like think about designing and building, I guess. Again, I can really appreciate, and I really like some of my favorite creators make the fantasy type builds, but it's really an interesting way to design and build overall when you kind of put the realism in front of it, because you're not just putting things down randomly. You know, you're putting like, why am I putting a bathroom here? And how can my staff get to the bathroom to clean it? And, you know, it's all these different design aspects that go into it. I think it really makes you look at the game a little bit differently.
That's good. I was just about to say, Chicken Maniac 123 says, I've tried to convince him to do an unrealistic build, but he just won't listen. Is that true?
He has tried several times, I understand. Maybe one day.
I was just going to say, a lot of people in the chat may not know who you are, so do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure, yeah. Again, I'm BeyondDrewTV. I used to go by BeyondDrew89. And yeah, this is the first game, Planet Coaster that is, that I've ever done content creation for. So yeah, this game's really special to me in a lot of ways. I've met a lot of, you know, great friends through it and everything. And yeah, but up until then, like I said, I played a lot of theme park simulating games, a lot of simulation management, business kind of games. And yeah, we have a lot of fun over on Twitch 5 days a week and on YouTube and everything.
Do you, so you focus a lot on simulation games. So
Yes.
do you have a history with other Frontier titles that are like Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 and things
yes,
like that?
indeed.
Do you have a little bit of a history with us?
I do, yes. Yeah, Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 was I played that game up until Planet Coaster. That was my most played game ever.
Oh, really?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I enjoyed a decade of my life because of Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, right? So,
Yeah. I was just
yep,
like,
so
Paul's,
that.
Paul's Lay says, Paul's Lee, and I always say Lay, and it's not right. We know Drew, him and his creative streams. So
Yes,
a
I know
few
that.
people in the community obviously do know who you are, and you have a few friends, because I've seen that you're doing some collaborations with members of the community in your latest Let's Play. When I say a few, I've only seen the latest one. I think it was with Estan Wolf.
Yeah, we got the awesome creator Stan Wolf there to help us out in the recent Lunawood episode there, and he made an amazing log flume based off of Dollywood theme park in USA's log flume there. And yeah, he's kind of agreed to help us out. And then we're also in that project is Hardpunk Core, who he doesn't make content creation. He does have a workshop with amazing creations on it, but he's my kind of co-builder there. And it's been a lot of fun to do collaboration projects like that with them.
Yeah, no, that's brilliant. I want to get more onto that later because I'm interested to find out how you collaborate. But I just wanted to ask, what got you interested in Planet Coaster? But before you answer, I'm just going to check. Is the audio mixing a bit better? Too loud and clipping. Let me just have a look. Is it better now? Let me know. We've got a bit of delay, but nobody's really saying anything about it, so I assume it's gotten a bit better. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
I think you're fine to answer. Yeah.
Perfect. Sorry, refresh my memory one more time.
No, I said what got you interested in Planet Coaster?
Oh, just waiting for the next theme park simulation game to come out, and Planet Coaster is bar none the best theme park simulating game out there. So yeah, when this got announced, I jumped for joy, and and yeah, it's been an amazing almost 3 years, 2 years or whatever since it's come out. It's been amazing.
Yeah, it's been a while, and what's really exciting is that I have not been here at Frontier very long. I've only been here since October last year, but it's super exciting to me because I get to meet so many people, such as yourself, but I've also met a lot of people in the community that are currently in the chat, met all the mods, and it's like exciting to me knowing that a bunch of people in the community are like really good friends with others to the point where they want to collaborate with each other. Like they like what they see and what other people do in their like Let's Plays or their streams. So it's just super exciting to me when I see other people join together and like work together. So yeah,
it's been so fun. Like this again, like this is the first game and basically development team and everything that I've been like involved in. So like yeah, just I've met so many amazing people, and you know we all can rally around this love of theme parks and you know just building in general. And it's just great how many amazing friends I've met through this whole experience there.
It's like so strange to me because I didn't realize how many people just loved theme parks.
Oh, huge community.
No, exactly. It's so insane because like I personally like theme parks. Don't get me wrong, I love them.
Right.
I've been to a few around the world. When I say a few, I mean I've only been to 2 in different countries other than the UK. But yeah, like, I didn't realize that when I started just how passionate people are about roller coasters because people just know so much about them as well. Like when people are able to say, you know, like, oh, this coaster has this specific thing and it's only in one place in the world.
Right.
And I'm like, this is such a learning curve for me and I really enjoy it. Like it's super exciting, but it's just so crazy. Paul Lee says, Planet Coaster community is one of the friendliest about. Some game communities are complete rubbish, but Planet Coaster seems to be full of nice, creative people who actually chat and play the game.
So true.
Yeah, it's super exciting. I forgot to press a ride. Here we go. I think we're on Wolf Creek Pass. I think I just read that.
Ooh, yeah, the dive coaster. This is the second to last coaster that I've put into the park. And yeah, fun little dive coaster there.
Just to clarify, all of these parks are works in progress.
Yes, so funny story. I've owned the game since pre-alpha. I was one of those people that have been around since the start of it.
Yeah.
And I've never ever finished a park.
Oh, don't worry, neither have I. Don't worry.
Okay, good.
No, it's fine. But yeah, no, I just wanted to clarify because some people may think like, especially the Secret Oasis. At the moment, when I opened it, I was like, this is a little bit bare, but
yeah, right. No,
I still want to show off because one half of it, that massive building you made, it's so detailed. It's absolutely insane. I absolutely love it. So as soon as I saw it, I was like, we're going to show this off regardless. But
absolutely.
No, obviously when we open it, people might say like, this is quite bare. This is the reason why, because it's a work in progress. All of them are. But yeah, so what we're going to show today is Coal Creek, Secret Oasis, it's a secret, and Lunawood. So I'm not going to lie, I'm super excited to show livelihood. So
I'm excited for people to see it. I feel
Yeah.
like the more people's eyes that we can have on it, the more that they will like it. So,
well, the thing is, at the end of the day, I know, like, obviously a lot of people that you're collaborating with are super creative, as well as yourself, but you can always just get advice and, just ideas, people spitballing in the chat with you. Because the thing is, I do the community park Let's Plays, and without the community helping me, it would be a terrible park. But
You're
I'm sure,
lost.
the thing is, I'm sure you don't need the help because I can see these parks and they're absolutely incredible. But yeah, no, for me...
that's the thing. Like,
for
even
me-
if you are like way, knowledgeable about all these things, the community is just, there's always someone else that knows this, that, or the other thing that you may not have considered. So that's why it's great having community feedback on everything that you
Yeah,
do.
especially, in my opinion, the best thing that people can do is when they say, like, in terms of theming, like when I was doing a sort of like a water weird section in the park that I was making the other day, a lot of people were saying like, oh, but you can do this with like the pirate theme, you can do this and that. And I was like, these are all brilliant ideas. Shame I can't
Yeah, stuff
execute
you
them.
never thought of.
Yeah, shame I can't execute them, but no, they're like all brilliant ideas, and it's just great having the community to help you.
Exactly.
Well, I wanted to ask, why did you start sharing your videos on YouTube, and why did you start streaming as well?
I wish I could give like a really like inspirational, elaborate like answer. But it's literally like I was just playing and I was like, like I feel pretty confident about what I'm building. I've shared pictures and people are like, oh, I really like what you're doing. Can we like, see more? And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
So I made a YouTube page and streaming followed shortly after. So
No, that's really cool because, I mean, for me personally, I just stream because I work here, so I don't have an inspirational sort of quote or anything. If you want to do it. But no, that's super
Right.
interesting, and I'm really happy that it's like the people in the community, when they saw your like screenshots and things like that, were giving you enough positive like reinforcement that you felt confident enough to go out and show what you're doing.
Exactly. So it's a new challenge for me. Like I've never done video editing or just any content creation. I've always kind of held on. I've hung out on forums and chatted here and there. But I was like, you know what? Yeah, new challenge. Let's give it a shot and see how it goes. And I'm loving it so far. So
No, that's great. We're getting a lot of love for you in the chat as well.
cheers.
So-
I actually don't have the chat up. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine because I'm here to tell them all about it. So, no, we're getting some people are saying hello to me. Paul Slay says he just likes to talk to us. So,
I do like to talk. So
love it.
let's-
Love good chat. Another thing I wanted to ask is, where do you look for inspiration?
Ooh, great question. So I know a lot of people have troubles with either starting parks or rides or anything like that. And where I go to start things off is the internet. I look at real life things. Go to Google Maps. If you have something that you're looking to build as an inspiration in your head, Google it, find an image. The human brain can't put a lot of details into things, and you'll forget a lot of things.
Yeah.
So it's just I always have images up, like reference photos, either Google Maps, actual photos, anything like that. And yeah, I'll just kind of work off that because I figure if someone has made it already in the real world, there's a solution to build it in Planet Coaster.
No, that's really cool. A lot of people usually say things like, go on Pinterest. When I first started Elizabeth Wingardium Leviosa, one of our mods said to me, like, I look on Pinterest, and it's one of the best places I can look.
That's a great idea.
The fact that you go to Google Maps has like blown my mind. Because how do you know like where to go in Google Maps? Like, what do you do?
Sure.
You go to theme parks or do you just look around?
No, exactly that. Like when we're doing Lunawood, we'll talk about more of that when we get to it. But Lunawood is a realistic, lower budget park. So I will go and look at budgeted theme parks like Cedar Point, Six Flags, for you UK friends, Alton Towers, right? Certain.
Love a bit of Alton Towers.
Yes. Wait, no, that's a bad example. Blackpool Pleasure Beach. That's
I've
more
never
so
been,
than-
but I've heard good things.
Okay. But yeah, you look at, again, if you're building a realistic theme park, you look at theme parks that already exist. How did they do it? Let me borrow from them and build it out.
No, that's really interesting, and it's like it's crazy that you like go to theme parks specifically as well, because in terms of like architecture, when I first started, okay, so this is a little bit of backstory for me. Also, I can't make this coaster go, so we're gonna have to ignore it. But when I first started, and Elizabeth said to me, go on Pinterest. I just went on Pinterest and I typed in Barcelona because I really like the architecture there. And then when I came back into Planet Coaster, I was like, but how do I put that really nice thing into this? Because I'm not creative enough to do so. But then when I watch people's Let's Plays, it's so insane that we were talking about it last week on a Workshop Wonderland as well. It's just so insane that people, what people use to make the final item that they want. So one of the examples that Sam Denny explained to me is when people wanted to make railings and they'd use 4 different items to make a railing, and then they just duplicate it over and over and over.
Yeah.
But I can't do that. I just pick out one wall piece and I'm like, that looks okay. Even I'm looking here, and honestly, all the detail that you've got around this area, I mean, yeah, it's.
Let me have a picture. Oh, the wharf. Yes. Yeah. And this is again all. This is actually from those of you that follow Stan Wolf on Twitter. Speaking of him earlier, I introduced him to something called bar mill builds. And if you type that into Google and go to images, it basically brings up miniature train set models.
Okay.
And they're the perfect scale for Planet Coaster.
Yeah.
So yeah, and again, it just kind of goes back to Google. Google is your friend, everyone. The internet is a big place. So.
Let me just read some of the chat. Habnet TV says everything is so realistic. Alice Netherlands says, you're not spying in people's backyards.
No.
I don't think so. Yeah. But let me just have another look. Joel's having a chat with Habnet TV. Nice.
I do know one thing, that a giant river is gone, and I'm not sure why.
I was looking at this. Yeah, I was looking at it. I was like, I'm sure there's meant to be water here. But I was worried about I'm going to put some in. I was worried about putting it in myself because
no, you're fine. Yeah,
anything could happen. But
someone got really thirsty apparently, so
I'll just put it there. Yeah, that'll do.
Yeah, it should cover that wharf area looking thing.
No, it's fine. It was. There's a big hole here, but I think people got the gist. But
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Let me just have. Oh, hello, Miss Red Nebula. Hello. Captain J Sparrow says, "What did you say to type in to Google?"
Bar mills. So BAR space mills, MILLS.
Okay. Bar
and then,
mills.
Go to images.
Yeah. All right. I'm interested. I'm gonna have a look at that after. Actually, no. I'm just gonna have a look now. I'm just gonna have a look now because I'm interested. Bar mills. Okay.
So especially if you're kind of going for that kind of Americana.
Yeah, it's got a
rustic view.
Yeah, I was gonna say rustic and sort of Western. There's a lot of just a lot of wood. There's a lot of wood for anybody that's not Googling it right now. It's just a lot of wood.
That's why my favorite pack is the spooky pack, because thank you for the spooky beams and just all of that.
Yeah. No, I was actually going to ask what your favorite pack is, but I was going to say, what is your most used pack? But I assume it's spooky.
That's a good question. Yeah, it is spooky. It absolutely is. Spooky is my most used, but my favorite absolutely has to be Magnificent Rides. That blew me away.
That's so good to hear.
So if you all could do that for another year or two, I will buy every one.
No, that's brilliant because I just had a massive flashback. Let me just say, Yard of Terror says, this park is amazing. Which park is this, Chanté? It is Coal Creek by BeyondDrewTV. Is that your name on Steam?
Yeah, BeyondDrewTV is universal for everything.
No, that's brilliant. It's just because you said earlier that you had a different name, so I just wanted to check. There was the same name everywhere. But I just had a massive flashback to when I was doing the Magnificent Rides Collection live stream with Sam Denny. And I was just so nervous that he'd say
Don't
about.
click that, Sam.
I was like, don't talk about chairlifts. But I just had a massive flashback. But I'm going to open another park now. So I'm just going to go back to this screen so you don't have to look at a loading screen. But another thing I wanted to ask you is, do you have some favorite creators that you'd like to recommend?
Oh, absolutely. If y'all aren't watching Masked Bandit and N7 series No Name Landia, be sure to be doing that. That's where I got my inspiration to do realistic building. Bring him up again. Stan Wolf and his awesome Planet Safari and his Theme Maker's Toolkit reviews. Just all of it. He does amazing builds all the time. I'll throw out the obvious one, Mr. Silverette, obviously.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I heard that Paulsley was in the chat earlier.
Yeah.
He's an awesome one. If y'all aren't following him, be sure to go check him out.
Yeah. No, it's so cool because I love hearing about other people's favorite creators because, I mean, I'd been watching your series before Bo said to me, before you sent the email, And Bo said to me, like, why don't you get him on for a creator showcase? And I was like, okay. I think he's really cool, so I'll bring him on.
Awesome, appreciate that.
But, it's just super cool because I like hearing... Because at the same time, you also collaborate with some of these people. I don't know if you collaborate with them all, but you definitely collaborate with some of them. So it's just super interesting when you hear, like, people have a background with some of the other creators. And
Right.
it's just a level of friendship. It's just really great. This community is awesome. Everyone's just super friendly.
It is, yeah, tight-knit too. Like, it's like high school.
Yeah.
Everyone knows everyone kind of thing.
No,
I don't know.
exactly. It's so strange. Everyone does know everyone. Like, when I first joined, it reminded me. I used to work in a local pub, and when I first started, I said to like one person, "Oh yeah, I'm from this place. This was my hometown," and the next time I went in, everyone knew. It's just the same as like with the community. When I first started, I was like, "Hi, my name's Chanté," and everyone was like, "Okay, cool." And the next stream, everyone was like, "Hello, Chanté." There's
Right.
barely any like,
Welcome.
yeah, exactly. There was barely any, like, who is this? Everyone just
Right.
knew, and it was just super excited. I was super excited, rather. But yeah, it's just super cool. Everyone does know everyone. But at the moment, we are in Secret Oasis. I do want to say again, this park is a work in progress. But yes, this is... Okay, where did you get the inspiration for this glass roofing
So
here?
this was I'm doing this whole part for the most part on live stream on Twitch there.
Yeah.
So this what you see has taken me about 6 months to do, which sounds terrible. But the inspiration, a lot of it came from my chat, to be honest with you, because again, a lot of the amazing people that are probably in chat today, a lot of them will come and hang out and kind of give inspiration. So this is a building. Inspired by a building in China. It's like a university. The main structure is.
Okay, you're blowing my mind because you're looking in China for inspiration, and I'm looking out the window. Do you know what I mean?
I think I literally typed in like modern, like futuristic architecture, went to images,
Yeah.
and then just kind of were going through, and someone in chat like recommended that search kind of thing. I was like, hey, yeah, that looks awesome, and that's exactly what I was going for. So let's do it.
That's so crazy. Yeah.
So yeah, a good majority of this is off of reference. Like the main building is, the carport area is off reference images, but everything else was just kind of an evolution, if you will. Just kind of, I knew we wanted to put in like a pool area. I know we wanted a theater, like an auditorium kind of thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, just the idea just kind of kept evolving as it went to make this giant, not just a hotel, but this whole place is like a resort. So if you've been to like, Disney, Universal, they don't just have like, let's go to the theme park. No, like maybe we'll stay at a hotel and go to the shopping district, and then we can go to the theme park. And, it's a giant entertainment complex is the idea behind this whole map here. So
The Metric, interesting name. Did you choose it for a reason?
that was from a rest in peace, former amazing community member, DJ. And he passed away a few months ago from cancer, unfortunately. But he gave the idea and the color scheme for the metric here. So this is kind of an homage to DJ there.
I mean, it is absolutely stunning. So,
Oh, I appreciate that. Yeah.
Like, it is incredible. And I was just showing off the sculptures in seconds. Those sculptures are nice. And they put a little... I don't know if you can see this. There's a delay, but I'm doing the emoji. But Tilly2 says, this is an amazing community. Everyone are friends. 8-Bit Josh, hello, says this is the best community. Just to let you guys know, if you would like us in the community to have a look, us in the community at Frontier, I should say, to have a look at your parks, please send them to community@frontier.co.uk, and I, or maybe Bo, Paul, Stace, one of us will definitely have a look. So, yeah. Let me just read some more. Oh, lots of hearts for DJ Technoid.
DJ Technoid. Love you, bud.
Yeah. But let's just go to the other side of this park, because I need to show off this absolutely incredible building. But I mean, I'm just gonna pause here so people can just be a little bit in awe about this, because look at this incredible building.
So,
when it opened, it blew my mind. So please tell us all about it.
This is, I guess, this is gonna be the highlight of the stream. It's another reference photo here. This was a building from St. Augustine, Florida, I believe.
Okay.
I used to live in Florida, and I used to work at Disney World, so I lived in Orlando. And this building So it was in St. Augustine. It was about like an hour or two north of Orlando, and it was a university at the moment. So you like the college university theme, I guess, going here. But yeah, it used to be like a mission, and just the architecture of it was crazy bananas good. So I had to use it. So.
When I opened this on the other side, I was like, love this modern theme. I'm loving it. And then I came over this side and I was like, what is this? It's like blowing my mind. It's just like, honestly, this is what I mean. The community is so insane because honestly, this is incredible. Like, it looks amazing. I need you to share this on Steam so I can just place it as many times as in my park as possible. I will use it as like every main feature.
Right.
No, it's absolutely incredible. Lorenzo Franco says, really nice. T2 says, wow, that's really nice. Miss Red Nebula says, ooh, that's lovely. Lawrence Barber says, I worked for Disney World too. Interesting.
Cast members unite.
But let me just have a look. DrewTV is an amazing creator and friend. He's always friendly on Twitch and it's always willing to help anyone out with Planet Coaster troubles. Drew is always willing to help. This is Boswell. So
that's Boswell. Hey, buddy.
Yeah. We've got Espionage Area 51 Media says, Drew, what was your most challenging build and how do you overcome creative block?
Sure, that's a great question. So my most challenging build is still ongoing, and I think it's Lunawood. And that's just because myself, Hardpunk Core, and now Estan Wolf, we are really just wanting to push ourselves as far as we can as far as realism goes. And I know a lot of people, like, when they hear realism, they think, oh, that's easy. It's just square structures and yada yada. But like, yeah, well, like, we're really trying to push the hyper realism with that. So it's just fun to push yourself every single day. And as far as overcoming creative blocks, play something different.
Yeah.
I've been there before. Coal Creek especially, there's a reason why it's half finished. I've actually been building that park for about a year, but I took about a 4 to 5 month break, to be honest with you, just because I hit my wit's end. So yeah, started a new project. You know, I don't want to tell people not to play Planet Coaster because it's an awesome game, but sometimes you gotta relinquish from Planet Coaster or creative games, you know.
Yeah. No, absolutely. You need a break sometimes. You just need some more inspiration.
Yeah.
You need to like go away, come back, and look at it with a fresh set of eyes. If you open it every day,
this is a unique game where, like, you're designing and building the whole time. So everything that you do in the game, of course, unless you play the scenarios in the campaign, but you know, when you're designing and building, you are making like the story the whole time and creating the whole time. So naturally, you're going to get burnt out.
Yeah. No, absolutely, I agree. Miss Red Emily says, love how archers end up everywhere, but you use them for scale, right?
Yes, yeah, the Archer is about the same size as the guest in Planet Coaster, so that's a big tip for anybody that wants to build their buildings to look, I don't want to say better, but just
realistic,
more in scale.
Yeah.
Great. Put an Archer down. Make sure that you're not building a 12-story structure when you think it's a 2-story structure, right? So
yeah. Tommy T says tennis courts are sick. I really like them. I don't know why. It's just like a really cool feature. I am a huge tennis fan, so when I saw these, I was like, brilliant. I'd love to play on those courts. But yeah, no, it's just super interesting that, like, you know, in your, I think it's Lunawood, you have that huge parking lot, that huge car park, and like for some reason it never comes into my mind like, oh yeah, I should use them. And then when people use them, it adds such like a massive layer of realism to the park.
It really does.
Yeah,
it
exactly.
Really does.
Also, I like your different textures over here. You've got just a few different textures for the map over here. Like some sort of palette, an artist's palette that you've made over here. It's very nice.
That's basically what it is. This is just, I look at Planet Coaster sometimes as a giant Lego set that, you know, Frontier, you know, you all have given us amazing Lego pieces to like mess around with and play with, and now the open world is our palette, as you said. So
yeah. Oh, I didn't notice this before. You've got a little like outdoor like arena sort of thing over here, which is very nice.
Yeah, it's like a little auditorium. Because the idea is that for this whole resort, that people going there don't necessarily, or maybe aren't necessarily going there just for the theme park. That maybe it's like businessmen going to the convention at the Metric Hotel, and maybe they just want to catch a concert or something. So that's why I say that this whole place, like, you can't think of it as like a theme park only. It's an entertainment complex, similar to like Disney and what Universal and stuff do.
Yeah. Tommy T says, that's a great idea with the palettes. It is a very interesting idea. It's like, I actually see people do this in other games where they bring out like for example, The Sims, when people bring out like different wallpapers and stuff and they look around and they work out whether or not it goes with the rest of the room. But I've never seen people do it in Planet Coaster, as in with the terrain or anything.
I think the video finally caught up to it a little bit ago. I think what I was doing is that was when we were introduced with the scenario editor, I believe. And I wanted to kind of test it out, seeing that we could swap out the paintbrushes, so I was making sure it was working. So, I think that's what that was from, the scenario editor being introduced. That's how old this project is.
Jill says, I love the realism in this park. It is absolutely outstanding. And I can't wait to see what you do with the rest of this park, because you have so much space. You have a lot of space here, and I feel like you're going to use it so well.
Thank you.
I just can't wait to see.
I'm excited for it. Yeah, I am updating. I'm not doing time lapses of this one on YouTube just because inspiration comes and goes with this large scale of a project. It's kind of my back burner project. So but I do like overall look over videos and stuff like that. So.
Oh look, shush! Secret performer. Why have you got secret performer here? What's this about?
Is it the guy in the middle of the map?
Yeah.
Okay, that is from I don't think he does YouTube, and he doesn't play Planet Coaster as much anymore. But Tatanka plays on Twitch. When he was playing Planet Coaster, he made this street performer, and I promised him that I would put it in my shopping district.
Shh, secret performer.
It's secret. Don't tell anybody that he's there.
That did make me laugh. Cassie Carner says, yes, I rarely use the standard park setups. I select the colours that are available and build custom park setups. Interesting. Second says, Planko is like Lego with a billion pieces and no instructions. It's all about creativity, and the thing is, I don't have any. But we're gonna open Lunawood now, so I'm just gonna go back there. So another thing I wanted to ask you is, how much time do you spend in Planet Coaster? Maybe a day, a week? Give us
sure.
Because obviously you obviously spend a lot of time in it because your parks are so detailed, but it's like a lot of other people would find that inaccessible. So I just wanted to know how long you spend, what people should be looking at for like guideline purposes.
Sure. So in like a week, I play a variety of games, so I'll be shuffling, but in a week, maybe 10 to 15 hours, give or take.
Okay.
So it's nothing over excessive, which you wouldn't know that looking at my total hours, which I'm pulling it up right now, and I'm going to be embarrassed.
How much?
Yeah, I'm at 1,470. So
that's a lot. That's a lot of hours.
But again, that's in like what, a 3-year, almost 2-year span or whatever. So, and that's definitely some AFK moments overnight. I can guarantee there are at least 3 days in that time where I have left Planet Coaster running in the background when I went to sleep.
Yeah. I know falling asleep at the desk, though, I hope.
Yeah, no. That's me not wanting to shut the computer down. It's like, I'm done. See ya.
Yeah, I've got to go. We've got Jenna Valdo. Hope I pronounced that correctly. Hello, salve to you too. Do you have any advice for people who struggle with creativity?
Yeah, I mean, I know it's a complicated thing, but I'm just going to harp on what I said before. What's helped me a lot is looking at other amazing creators, asking what helps them, and then again, for me, it's a lot of looking up images, a lot of real world images, Planet Coaster images, model sets, so just a lot of resources. Look at other creative people and creative assets and learn from that.
Yeah, Red Dragon says, I stop to eat, can't play all the time. I guess that's true, you can't. But another thing I wanted to ask was, how do you decide what your next project will be?
That's a tough one. Since I really only do have a handful of projects, I might not be the best one to ask for that. But it's just what I'm feeling at the time. Maybe like I started Cold Creek Park when I was living in Colorado, and I went on a hike up a mountain, and I was just like, you know what, I want to build a park that's in this setting, so it's inspiration's a weird thing, right? So it just kind of strikes randomly for me personally. I haven't started a new project since Lunawood, so that's almost about 8 months or so.
That's super interesting.
That's a lie. I'm sorry. I started a zoo, and I totally forgot about it.
A lot of people are doing that. I think it's because of the Theme Maker's Toolkit. It's just because with the Theme Maker's Toolkit is so incredibly interesting to me. Just to clarify, I know a lot of people are having problems with Theme Maker's Toolkit, and we are getting that worked out. But one of the things I wanted to say was that I said this on the last stream as well, when I did the Workshop Wonderland last week. I said to Lisa next to me that I could not believe when we opened the Makers Toolkit and the first thing was the cube, all hail the cube. But then then we started seeing things like signs and things like that. And I was saying this to Lisa, I just said, this is absolutely unbelievable because I thought people would be like making some weird stuff. And like the first thing they're doing are making signs. And like, don't get me wrong, because the signs add so much realism, but it's just because just the things that people want to make are so interesting to me because like I would never think to make signs, but then when they're put in the park, the amount of realism it adds is incredible.
Just more depth, more layers.
Operateur says this work looks so amazing. Lawrence Barber says he throws ideas in a hat. Whatever lands, he builds. Is that true?
That may be a fun kind of YouTube or a park series there. Just take some random ideas and throw them in a hat. See what you get.
Yeah. Joel says, "Oh, this park is beautiful. We're in Lunawood now." What does?
And yes, I do have to give really big shout outs before. This is not just me.
No. Tell us.
This is a collaboration. This is Hard Punk Core, who again, he doesn't have any content creation, anything, but he does have a Steam workshop. So definitely check that out. He has a lot of the buildings from this park on his Steam workshop. Shadow X Phoenix, he helped us at the beginning of the park as well, so give him a shout.
Yeah.
And S. Stan Wolf, who just built the awesome log flume that we will, I'm sure, see here in just a little bit. He has decided to kind of come on and help when he can in the middle of his busy schedule. So big shout outs to all those guys. Make sure you're following and seeing all their amazing work as well. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Another thing I wanted to quickly ask was how long did it take you to make this little car park? Like it looks, I assume you just duplicated, but I feel like this took a while.
Let me wait for, you mean the main lot? The main lot? So I don't think that actually took that long. I know it sounds crazy because it's huge. Shadow Phoenix made this, and it's made out of the pathing, just the in-game pathing. Because the other alternative is to put down like roof pieces, and we didn't want to have like 15,000 pieces for a parking lot because that would not be great.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's just you take the pathing, you hit the select grid option. I think a lot of people aren't aware of that for the pathing, which is a really great option. And then, you make a giant square grid, and then you take some arc shapes and make little rectangles and make sure a car can fit and duplicate your heart out.
A lot of people are saying this is a very nice entrance, and I have to agree. What was your inspiration behind this entrance?
This was built by Hard Punk Core, I'm pretty sure, and I think he based this off of an actual entrance in a U.S. park. I want to say Six Flags Great Adventure because that's his home park, but I could be very wrong there. But I do know that he took a lot of inspiration from real life parks there. So
interesting.
But yeah, I'm always blown away by this entrance. He did a fantastic job.
It is outstanding. And it's very, it's not, there's a lot of straight lines, but it's not like, it doesn't feel blocky or anything like that. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't feel like one big shape. It's very intricate. So it's very nice.
And that's where building realistic, kind of like I was harping on earlier, it becomes a little bit, a different way to think about it, because you right, a lot of these buildings are very blocky straight lines, but when you start to look at the details behind it, you look at the windows and there's like borders behind the windows, or the clock has details, or the top structure has little fencing and lights, all those small little things start to make what is regularly a rectangle or square building look that much better, that much more
no, absolutely. I really like this entrance area. I've been to a theme park in England, but I can't remember its name. That has an entrance that looks very similar to this. So I was quite intrigued when you said that it was it was Six Flags that inspired him, because I've been to a theme park that looks a lot like this, but it's in England. So yeah, exactly. But if I remember it, I'll let you know. But I went to it and I rode it was a very terrible park. So I rode about 2 rides and I was like, okay, I'll go now.
Those are some of the best parks. The worst parks are the best parks, right?
Yeah. For inspiration, absolutely. Yeah. So like that entrance looks, I want to say identical. So I was very shocked when you said Six Flags, but yeah. Another thing I wanted to ask. Oh no, go on, continue.
There?
Yeah.
There were names there. If those names don't ring a bell for anyone, I do recommend people to search those on YouTube, because those are some of our favorite Planet Coaster series that are either going on now or have been built. So we like I said, kind of harping back to the community aspect. We love the community in this park, so we like to kind of showcase some of the amazing creations of the community.
No, absolutely. I've watched a lot of these. I watched a lot of these when I can. So I've seen a lot of Pinewood Hills at the moment. I've been watching a lot of that.
Yay, Mr. Chanté Sparrow.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, no, super interesting. Another thing I wanted to ask is, what is your favorite theme park in real life?
Ooh, great question. My favorite theme park in real life is Epcot. And I know it's a weird answer because there's no like roller coasters or anything, but I appreciate what that park is. Yeah, just I'm a Disney fanboy. I mean, I used to work there and everything, and I spent a lot of time in Epcot. I have a lot of fond memories, and yeah, it's a great park. I think it brings a lot of the best of both worlds. Because those of you who aren't familiar with it, there's a world showcase in the back that highlights 12 or 11 different countries. So you get culture, and then in the front of the park you have rides that are fun and stuff. So yeah, it's a great park.
I was just going to say, Robbie D said Pleasurewood Hills, Drayton Manor, or Gulliver's, and it was actually Pleasurewood Hills, the one that has an entrance that looks very similar. Yeah.
Nice.
So thank you for that, Robbie. But what is your favourite ride as well? As you worked in Disney, I assume you've been on some of the best rides in the world, right? Right. Yeah.
So my favorite ride, and this is going to sound weird, it's not at Disney actually. It's actually at Universal Studios.
Traitor.
I know, right? Oh, okay, I'll hang my head in shame. I love the not the newest Harry Potter ride, the Gringotts Bank coaster, but the one before that in the Harry Potter castle. I don't know the name of it, but I had never experienced anything like that in my life, and it scared the bejesus out of me, but I also had the best time ever. So.
That's brilliant. I remember the first time I ever went on a roller coaster, and I was in a theme park in Wales, and I was with my best friend and her parents on holiday. And I had never been on a coaster before that, and I'd been to theme parks. This is the worst part. I'd been to theme parks, and I just avoided going on all coasters. So when I went, she was like, "You have to go on one." And I was like, "No, I can't. I'm too scared." And her and her dad queued up to join this ride, and it was a 2-hour queue, and I was like,
Oof.
I really love your mum, but like, I cannot stand next to her for 2 hours waiting for you to come off. So I went on it, and just when you said like how like scary it was, but then you went on it and you really enjoyed it, it just took me back to when that happened, because I had such a good time, and I love theme parks now, but the whole time we were queuing, it was just getting like the anxiety was getting so bad.
Nerves,
I was like, please let me off.
Yeah.
Let me out of this queue. But no, it was so good. Casacana rather, says 3 Cedar Fairs parks within 5-hour drive. Nice.
Ooh,
Lawrence DeFranco says, I've never been to Disneyland. I could have gone to one in Paris, but I couldn't go. I've been to the one in Paris. Also, I can't. What's going on? I cannot make any of these rides go.
Are you testing or there's no guess? You might just need to test.
All right, I'll go to test. Right. Yeah. No, I really liked Disneyland Paris. I didn't realize we were going backwards first. Exciting.
Yeah, this is a classic boomerang attraction. There's, at least in the US, there's like, I think every single park ever
at least has one
of these coasters. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
they're not a great ride, but they're like a rite of passage. So.
Yeah, it's so weird because I've never been on one that I've been like, this was the best ride ever. I've been on them and I've come off and I've been like, my head, but so many parks have them, and it's insane.
They're cheap. They look kind of cool from the parking lot, and they're cheap. That's the biggest thing. They're cheap.
The thing is, I can't think of one in England apart from the one that was in Pleasurewood Hills. So if anyone in the chat can tell me one, because I think the one in Pleasurewood Hills I think was called Whiplash for good reason, but I don't know if there's any more. Maybe I just haven't been on one. But hello, Kit Tracer. Yeah, I'm just excited to see if anyone knows of one, because I personally haven't been on one.
So after, I have one request because Hardpuck Core worked his butt off and it looks amazing.
Yeah, absolutely.
The Matterhorn.
Okay.
In this same area, if we could look at that testing at nighttime to look at his custom light show.
Okay.
It is the craziest thing I've ever seen.
Well, let's have a look. I'm excited. You've sold it to me. Let me just have a look.
He took this whole area that we're in with Scorpion Coaster and the Matterhorn. This whole area is, if you haven't been able to tell, it's called Action Zone, and
Yeah, it looks brilliant.
80s inspired. Just
Yeah.
our idea for this area is that the original owner of the park, maybe there was a classic, really cool attraction here, but it wasn't having enough people come to it. So the owner was like, get rid of it, put down a bunch of concrete,
Yeah.
put in an arcade, a cheap boomerang coaster, and a few flat rides. Perfect.
Did you say the Matterhorn?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
I think we're at it now. Test it.
And then, yeah, at nighttime, the
Testing.
strobes should go crazy.
Okay, we're in night. I'm excited. Hello, Games for Tom. Flamingo Land used to have one in the UK. I've never even heard of Flamingo Land. Where is that? That's a shock to me.
You better have flamingos.
Exactly. Okay, I'm excited. So, oh!
Is it going? Okay.
Let's go. No, this is great.
Yeah, he said he watched, when he was building this area, he was watching boardwalk parks, seaside boardwalk parks that have these kind of rides on the U.S. coasts there. And he tried to mimic the lighting that they do exactly. And he showed me the display sequencer on the attraction page. And it just keeps going and going and going. There's so many posts there.
That's cool. Yeah, this is brilliant. Just reading the chats. Lawrence Barber said, okay, I made a ham sandwich. What did I miss? You're missing this amazing light show.
I missed everything. We have to start all over again?
I think we're going to have to go back to the first part, Gold Creek, and just start all over. Miss Red Nebulous says, I love these rides. Cheesy but fun. Ian Cooper says, Google it, Chanté. All right. I'm looking. Flamingo Land.
You're just on a Googling mission today.
I'm looking. It was in New York, North Yorkshire. I read York and an N, and I thought it said New York.
New York. Yeah.
Is it still there? Is a theme park. I've never heard of it. Opens on Thursday, 10 a.m. Might be there. You never know.
Yeah. You're gonna be sick that day.
Yeah. I think I won't be able to make it. But I'm just going to move on because we've only got 10 minutes left.
Yes,
Another thing I wanted to ask is, what are you planning on doing next? Do you have any ideas for another park that you want to start? Or are you going to keep, other than the aforementioned, what did you say, safari park that you forgot about?
Yeah, I know, right? That sounds so terrible. But yeah, no. Future plans are just, I'm going to keep doing the zoo project, which I have 2 episodes of that up. And it's not really a safari because you do have like Stan Wolf, Mass Bandit, and Geekism making their amazing safari parks
Yeah, absolutely.
already.
Brilliant.
I'm kind of focused more on just making a like medium-sized city zoo.
Okay.
So it's like right in the middle, like, a main park. Then you have like a section that has a zoo kind of thing. So that's what I'm focused on making. So yeah, but as far as future plans, Lunawood kind of takes that up. That we put so much time and effort into Lunawood. Whenever we get the park file back, that's pretty much takes up all the time. So
yeah, no, I mean it looks brilliant, and I was super excited to show off because I've really been enjoying the YouTube videos. So
appreciate it.
Yeah, no, it's just it's super exciting to be able to show things off. Cassie Connor says, guess you can call me a Planet Coaster junkie. Interesting.
There's a few of those.
Yeah. JLW Games says, cool lighting for the Matterhorn. So that's good.
Thanks, JLW. He's another amazing creator. Y'all should check him out.
Second said, click, click, clickety, click, click for when I was typing. I'm sorry. I tried not to do it loud. I was trying to be quiet. It's these mechanical keyboards. What can I say? But we're coming up to the end of the stream now because we're going to go back and just have another little quick chat. But I wanted to ask, how can people in the community support you? Where can they find you?
Yeah, awesome. So again, YouTube is BeyondDrewTV, so you can find me there. Twitch, I'm on there 5 days a week, Monday through Friday at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. Again, a lot of simulation, strategy, building kind of games there. Twitter is the same, BeyondDrewTV, and yeah, I think that's all the socials.
What else do you like playing?
Right now, I am playing a Hector Astroneer. It just came out on Friday, and oh my gosh, I'm having so much fun with that. So there's that. I'm playing another theme park game called Parkitect,
Okay.
which is kind of like Roller Coaster Tycoon 2's successor, so like isometric top-down view kind of thing.
Yeah.
And this game called Planet Coaster, Elite Dangerous, and yeah, that's about it. Up until wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Frontier tells us what the next franchise is.
Well,
Really excited about that.
who says we're working on one? Not me.
Everybody.
Not me. But no, that's super exciting. I'm excited to. I'm gonna have a little quick view of your Twitch channel after this because I didn't actually know you streamed on Twitch, and I'm really sorry about that, but I didn't know. I've been on Twitch. I've been on Twitch quite frequently as of late, looking at other creators just for some inspiration.
Sure.
So I'm surprised I haven't seen you yet. Maybe it's just the timing I've been going on. What times are you live on Twitch?
Twitch is every day is about 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. So I think
that's why. It's the time zones.
Late.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, that's fine. I was like, oh my gosh, how have I not seen you? But no, it's because of the time zone. It's fine. Okay, I don't feel so bad now. But no, I'll definitely have a look. Yeah, no, I'll definitely have a look because I just didn't realise. But we're just going to do a quick overview of this one.
Perfect.
Lunarwood. So who did you say is working on this with you?
So again, yeah, this is myself, Hard Punk Core, or HPK as people call him, and now S. Dan Wolf.
All brilliant creators. So
yes, absolutely.
Because
and again,
looks absolutely stunning.
There's a lot of the buildings in Lunawood on the workshop underneath Hard Punk Core's Steam page there. So I think if you just search his name, it should come up on Steam. Sorry, I don't have a link or anything. But
okay.
Yeah, a lot of these buildings are up on there if you all like these and want them for your own parks.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm definitely gonna steal some. I'm definitely going in my park, don't get me wrong.
Right.
But yes, we're coming up to the end. But we've gone through how people can support you and find you. I've asked you what your favourite pack was, and that is a deal breaker for some people. Magnificent Rides Collection. Super excited about that one. And the thing is, I feel like now would be a good time to give away a pack code for Magnificent Rides Collection. So if you would like to win a pack code for Magnificent Rides Collection, please put exclamation mark Drew in the chat, please, and I'll pick a winner.
Hey-o.
Let's have a look. I'm super excited. Oh, people are asking about this fourth franchise, which you have seemingly hinted about, but no, I've got nothing to share. That's the thing.
I was making it up.
I can't share anything, everybody. But we're getting a lot of teasing. But yes, exclamation Drew in the chat. I'm going to pick a winner. But, Joel's linked your Twitch channel, which was great.
Oh, thanks, Joel.
I'm going to click it, and let me just have a look. We're getting a lot of teasing faces. Oh, here we go. People are commenting. What's it going to be? Who's going to win?
It'll be a new game. That's Crowd Pleaser has it.
Let me have a look. Oh, this is exciting. Is there anything you want to... I know you're giving some shout-outs or anything. Is there anything you want to add before we end the stream? Anything you just want to quickly share while you're on here live with me? Is there anything that you want to share?
Not anything that comes like mine in particular, but just, again, I know, speaking on myself, I really appreciate the Planet Coaster community, the dev team behind Planet Coaster, and all of Frontier, because I play almost all of Frontier's games. But yeah, no, just thank you very much for letting me come on and showcase some of my not completed projects. And yeah, y'all just keep up the good work, because we appreciate you.
No, I appreciate it. No, I mean, I'm gonna ask you. Hang on, I'm just gonna put a little quick something. If you could pick a number between 1 and 16.
1 and 16 would have to be 12.
Let's have a look. It is Blubber. So exclamation
Blubber.
Drew, and you've chosen it, Drew. You've chosen Blubber. So please email community@frontier.co.uk and I will get you that. Oh, hang on, the TV's about to turn off. I will get you that prize code tomorrow. If you know of anybody that you think would be good for a creator showcase like the one that we've done today, please, please, please let me know. What about you, Drew? Do you have any that you think I should be have a little talk to?
I wish you could do so many more than just one.
No, I mean, just suggest people.
Right. Well, again,
people.
JLW sitting there. I don't know if he's been on before, but he makes, he kind of does a similar building style to myself there, but amazing, amazing builder there. So if people aren't checking out JLW, definitely go check him out there. I like how I'm just blinking on everybody. I would say Chanté Sparrow Geekism, but I'm pretty sure people know about him here and there. So
I've met him. I've met him. He was doing a talk, and I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't know you were going to be here. So no, that's super exciting for me. Yeah.
Summer, because he's moving over from to Canada,
Yeah,
so we might be able
yeah.
to hang out with him.
Yeah. Oh, JLW says me?
Me? Well, yes, sir. I just watched his new 4K fog roller coaster video this morning, and it was amazing.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna. If you people in the chat know if anybody that you think I should be having a look at, please, please, please let me know. Feel free to email me at community@frontier.co.uk with links to people that you think would be good for this, because I'm on the lookout. I'm trying to find some people. We haven't done a creator showcase in a while, so I thought, why not? Why not? Actually, I think it's better if you tweet me at Chanté Fuzz, just because I'm on that all the time. I'm a Twitter addict. But yes, let's end the stream here. Thank you so much for joining me today, Beyond Drew TV, also known as Drew.
That is what they call me.
I hope you've had fun on the stream.
This was so much fun. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it.
No, it's good. I was going to say I've had a lot of fun. Mars Bandits just popped in. Nice to see you, Beyond Drew, getting some recognition. Yay! So
hey,
excited.
cheers, dude.
But yes, we're going to say goodbye because it's home time. Also, are you about to start streaming?
I am gonna have lunch and then I'll start streaming in about an hour. Yeah.
So plug your Twitch again. It's
Beyond Drew TV.
Yes, plug the Twitch. Go and visit Beyond Drew TV. Show some support. Let's have a look at what you're doing. Are you working on Lunarwood at the moment on your streams?
No, because there are almost 100,000 pieces in Lunarwood, so my computer says no, we're not doing that anymore.
Yeah, what are you working on then?
So today we're going to do Astro Near, but if I do Planet Coaster this week, which we might do tomorrow, we're going to do Green Hills Zoo. So some more zoo building.
Exciting. If you're looking for zoo inspiration, have a look tomorrow, not today. But you can visit today and show your support. But yes, I am going to say goodbye to you all. Thank you so much for joining the stream today. Hope you have a wonderful, evening, morning, day. It's your day. It's my evening. I don't know what you're doing. But yes, I hope you have a lovely time. And I'll see you another time. Bye.
Thanks, everybody.